We are coming to the 8th lesson of the supplementary, that is the hack driver. So before that we have completed 7, the necklace. Now the hack driver. What do you mean by hack driver? Who is the hack? Drawn by horse. The carriage drawn by horse. Yes. The carriage drawn by horse. In olden times, the carts are being drawn by these horses, isn't it? Now only they are being replaced to motor vehicles. So now we are coming to see what had happened to this hack driver as far as concerned with a passenger in his cart. Understood? A young lawyer comes to a village to serve summons on Oliver Luckins. Oliver Luckins. So Oliver Luckins, he comes to the village, to find this Luckins. Summon means to arrest. A friendly hack driver takes him round the village in search of Luckins. Does he find him? Who is Luckins? So now we have come with that driver. He had gone, the lawyer had taken the particular driver and he had taken the lawyer to all the places in search of whom? Oliver Luckins. Now look, why is the lawyer sent to New Mullen? What does he first think about the place? Then who befriends him? Who came friendly with him? Befriend means friendly. Where does he take him? What does he say about Luckins? So now understood? Driver is taking him. He has gone in search of the person throughout the village, and finally, what did he say about the Oliver Luckins? After graduating with honors means with great marks, I became a junior assistant clerk in a magnificent law firm. Law firm means court. I was sent not to prepare legal briefs but to serve summons. So he was not sent for collecting the criminal cases, but he was given the duty to serve the criminal, to go in search of the summons. Like a chief private detective, that means like a detective, he has to go and find out the criminals. Understood? I had to go to dirty and shadowy corners of the week to seek out my victims. So in order to find out those criminals, all over the places, every places, that means in the slums and the favorable condition places, as well as the slum areas, that is referred as dirty areas, he has to go. Because the victims or the criminals will not hide in very well furnished rooms or houses, isn't it? They will be hiding in slum areas only, far away from the town or city areas, isn't it? Because they know if they stay in the middle of the city or the town, it is easy for them to be arrested, isn't it? So they wanted to hide from the police. So what will they do? They will go to the interior part of the towns and cities. So those areas can be slum areas where all the people do not walk into. Understood? Some of the larger and more self-confident ones even beat me up. That means even many times he had been failed in his duty. I hated this unpleasant work and the side of the city life it revealed to me. I even considered fleeing to my hometown. Fleeing means running away to my hometown. That means this particular place he is not satisfied to go on his duty, on his work. So many times he had thought that he would run away to his hometown. Hometown where his home is. Where I could have been a real lawyer right away without going through this unpleasant training period. So as far as he is concerned, this period, finding out the criminals who are hiding, this period is considered to be the training period for the lawyer. So he is fed of this training period. So he is saying he could better run away from this area to his hometown where he can serve as a real lawyer. Understood? So I rejoiced one day when they sent me out 40 miles in the country to a town called New Milan. New Milan. This is a town. To serve summons on a man called Oliver Lucky. So he was sent to New Milan to find whom? Oliver Luckins and get him arrested. We needed this man as a witness in a law case and he had ignored all our letters. So witness means the person who had seen the crime, isn't it? The person who had seen the crime. So he has to be taken to the court in order to prove the case. For that, who is coming now? The lawyer is coming in search of Oliver Luckins, because many times a notice had been sent from the court for him to appear in the court, but he had ignored, he had neglected. When I got to now, anyway, it is very far away from that particular area, so a little happiness is there in whom? In the lawyer. When I got to New Milan, my eager expectation of a sweet and simple country village was severely disappointed. So when he came there also, he did not feel happy, he was disappointed. Its streets were rivers of mud with rows of wooden shops, neither painted or sword brown, or bare of any paint. So the same place from where he had come, it looks similar because all the shops which are seen there are also not painted, not well decorated, nothing. They all are of the old and dirt, and the roads are full of mud. The only best agreeable sight about the place was the delivery man at the station. He was about 40, red-faced, cheerful, and thick about the middle. His working clothes were dirty and well-worn, and he had a friendly manner. You felt at once that he liked the people, because though he was not wearing a well-furnished dress, although he is not having anything of that furnished ones, still he was very friendly manner. That had attracted whom? The lawyer. I told him to find a man named Oliver Luckins. So he went to that man and asked him. He had come in that particular place to find whom? Oliver Luckins. Luckins, I saw him around here about an hour ago. Hard fellow to catch though. Always up to something or other. He is probably trying to start up a poker game in the back of Fritz's shop. I will tell you, boy, is there any hurry about locating Luckins? So he said, the lawyer asked him, he had come over there to find Oliver Luckins. So that fellow had said that here about an hour ago he had seen Luckins, and also he added, it is very difficult to find Oliver because all of a sudden he will run away from that, he will get vanished or disappeared from that place. And he said he will be where? At the back of the Fritz shop. And he asked the boy just to go and call him. Yes, I want to catch the afternoon train back to the city. I was very important and secret about it. So the lawyer said that this particular afternoon with him I have to go back. So it is very urgent. I will tell you what. I have got a hack. Hack means the carriage drawn by the horse. I will get it out and we can drive around together and find Luckins. I know most of the places he hangs out. He hangs out means he wanders or he stays or his secret place. So what did that man say? Okay, I am having a carriage, I am having a hack, that is a carriage drawn by a horse, and I will take you and we both can go all the places where who goes? Oliver Luckins goes. He was so open and friendly that I glowed with the warmth of his affection. So when he had said that he is ready to help the lawyer felt happy. I know, of course, that he wanted the business. That means money. Business means money. But his kindness was there. But he had showed that kindness, that agreeing to help him. Understood? Giving him money is not a much matter for the lawyer. I was glad the fair money would go to this good fellow. That means he was ready to give the money for that hack driver, because that kindness, what he had said, that is, he will help him to find whom? Oliver Luckins. I managed to bargain down of $2 an hour, and then he brought from his house nearby a sort of large black box on wheels. He remarked, "Well, young man, here is a carriage." So he went to the home and he had brought the carriage. And his wide smile made me into an old friend. So his attitude, his dearness showed that he had been a true friend. These villagers are so ready to help a stranger. He had already made it his own task to find Oliver Luckins for me. So he said, these people of this street are very friendly and kindful for a stranger, because they are ready to help any stranger who comes to that place. And his attitude to find Luckins had made the lawyer feel happy. Understood? He said, "I don't want to interfere, young fellow, but my guess is that you want to collect some money from Luckins. He never pays anybody a cent. He still owes me 50 cents on a poker game I was fool enough to play with him." So he was saying that all the things that had happened to him with the whom? With the Oliver. That means they have been playing and he had cheated him, and still he has to pay 50 cents for him. He is not really bad, but it is hard to make him part with his money. That means Oliver is not in the habit of parting the money, giving the money to anybody. Understood? If you try to collect from him in those fancy clothes, he will be suspicious and get away from you. If you want, I will go into Fritz and ask for him, and you can keep out of the sight behind me. That means if you go directly in search of him, he will run away from the place, so that I will go and find whether he is inside the Fritz shop or not. And if he is there, I will bring to you. So he left whom outside? Now the lawyer in the carriage, and he went inside the Fritz shop. I loved him for this by myself. This is why the lawyer is saying that I loved that hack driver, because he said, you wait, if you go in your dress, he will run away. So better I will go and find him. I might never have found Luckins with the hack driver knowing help. I am sure of getting my man. So now he was happy that he was sure enough that he will catch hold of whom? Oliver Luckins. Because that hack driver is very friendly and he is very eager to find Luckins. That means to help the lawyer. I was sure of getting my man. I took him into my confidence. Took him into my confidence. Took him whose confidence? The other's confidence. Took him whom? The hack driver, because he had that confidence in that hack driver. Why? Yes, because he is very eager to find Oliver Luckins and hand over to the lawyer. I wanted to serve the summons on Luckins, so that he thought with that person he can go back. That the man had refused to be a witness. With this information would have quickly settled our case, so that if I had taken the man, the case has been settled. The driver listened earnestly. At the end, he hit me on the shoulder and laughed. Well, we will give Brother Luckins a little surprise. Let us start, driver. Most flocks around here call me Bill or Magnusson. My business is called William Magnusson Fancy Carting and Hacking. So this is the business was the what the hack driver is having. Alright, Bill. So now what is the name given to him? Yes, Bill. Bill is the name given. Bill is the name of the hack driver. Is the name of the hack driver. Alright, Bill, shall we proceed to Fritz? So now they are going to the Fritz shop to find whether Oliver Luckins is there. Yes, Luckins is just as likely to be there as anywhere. So he is sure that he will be there. Plays a lot of poker. He is good at deceiving people, that is cheating the people. Bill seemed to admire Luckins' talent for dishonesty. I felt that if he had been a policeman, he would have caught Luckins respectfully and jailed him with regret. That means, with great relief, he should have done his duty well. Bill led me into Fritz. So by talking, after talking there on the way, they had reached where Fritz shop. Have you seen Oliver Luckins around today? Friend of his looking for him, said Bill. So sitting there and he asked, have you seen Bill today? Fritz looked at me, hiding behind Bill. He hesitated and then admitted, yes, he was in here a little while ago. Thus he has gone over to Gutshof to get a shave. So that man Fritz looked at me, hiding behind Bill. He looked and said that he had gone to where? To the salon Gutshof to have a shave. Well, if he comes in, tell him I am looking for him. Then Bill had said, okay, if he comes again here, say him I had come in search of him. Then from there again now, where they have to go? They have to go to the Gutshof. To Gutshof salon place. We drove to Gutshof's barber shop. Again Bill went in first. So again the lawyer was kept in the carriage and Bill got down and he went inside the shop. And I lingered at the door. He was standing at the door. He was not allowed to enter. He asked not only the Swede but two customers if they had seen Luckins. There also he had asked the person whether they had seen Luckins. The Swede had not, he said angrily. I haven't seen him and don't care to. But if you find him, you can just collect that $35 he owes me. So he said, I don't know, I am not care about him. But if you find him, ask him to pay me back my $35. One of the customers thought he had seen Luckins walking down Main Street side of the hotel. Then another customer said that he had seen him walking towards the hotel. As we climbed back into the hut, so there also they did not find Oliver. So they again started the journey. Main road. Bill concluded that since Luckins had exhausted his credit at Gutshof, he had probably gone to Crayer's for a shave because he has to give money for shaving in whose shop? Gutshof. He must have changed the shop to another one, that is Gray's shop. At the Gray's barber shop, we missed Luckins by only 5 minutes. They said before 5 minutes he had been there. Now he had left. He had just left probably for the pool room. He must have gone to the pool. At the pool room, it appeared that he had just bought a pack of cigarettes and gone on. So there, when they went there, again the person there said within 5 minutes he was there, and again he had gone from there after buying packet of cigarette. So we pursued him just behind him, but never catching him for an hour till it was past 1 o'clock. So one shop to the other, they were going in search of him, and everywhere the answer is that he had been there 1 or 5 minutes before or 10 minutes before, and he had gone from the place till they had gone to the pool. So everywhere they had gone, all the places where usually who goes? Oliver goes. And nearly now 1 o'clock. I was hungry, but I had so enjoyed Bill's rough country opinions about his neighbors, scarcely cared whether I found a Luckins or not. So now he was not sure whether he will find him or not, because already 1 o'clock, and in many places, majority places where Luckins used to go, they had visited. How about something to eat, I suggested. So it is 1 o'clock, so he was hungry and he asked the driver whether we will have something to eat. Let us go to a restaurant and I will buy you lunch. Well, I ought to go home to the wife. I don't care much for these restaurants, only 4 of them and they are all bad. Tell you what we will do. We will get the wife to pack up a lunch for us. She won't charge you more than $50 and it will cost you more for a greasy meal in a restaurant. We will go up to White's Hall, Bates Hill and enjoy the view while we eat. So what did the hack driver will say? Okay, here only 4 restaurants are there and they are not good. My wife will prepare lunch for both of us and you have to pay only little money, and with that lunch we both will go to the Wade's Hill and have a good lunch. I know that Bill's helpfulness to the young fellow from the city was not entirely a matter of brotherly love. I was paying him for his time. So for everything he was being paid also. Money was given to him for taking from one distance to the other. Then finally now for the lunch. But still the man was helping him. So the lawyer is feeling that he is helping him. I was paying him for the time in the end. I paid him for 6 hours. So 6 hours in the hack he was there and that much money was paid for him. Then a very high price. But he was no more dishonest than I charged the whole time to be to the work, because the whole charge was given for the work he had done for him, because from one shop to the next shop going in search of Oliver, so they were traveling like that, so he thought for that he has to pay. His cheerful country wisdom was very refreshing to a country boy like myself who was sick of the country. That means little refreshment for him, he thought, because he was going around that whole village. As we sat on the hilltop looking over the pastures and creeks which slipped among the trees, he talked of New Milan and painted a picture in words of all the people in it. He had given a few description of the place. He described the minister's wife who sang the loudest in church when she was offered a debt. Debt means money to be given for her borrowed money is there. Kada. He commented on the boys who came back from college in fancy clothes. She told about the lawyer whose wife who never succeeded in getting him to put on both a collar and a tie on the same day. These are the people who were living in that village, how they are being treated. He made him all live. On that day I came to know New Milan better than I did the city and to love it better. So he thought that Milan is more comfortable place than this particular one. Bill did not know about colleges and cities, but he had travelled around a lot of the country and had a lot of job. So Bill did not know, but he had not gone to school or colleges, but he knew all the things what is happening in that village. From his adventures he had brought back a philosophy of simplicity and love for his son. Then me gave me the courage. We left that peaceful scene of meadows and woods and resumed in search of other. Again they started their journey to find out Oliver Luckins. We could not find him. At last Bill consulted a friend of Luckins and made him admit what he guessed. Oliver was gone out to his mother's farm 3 miles north. So at the last, one of Luckins' friend had said he had left the place which is about how many miles? 3 miles north to his mother's farm. We draw there. So again they start, okay. It is only 3 miles north. So again they started the journey towards the north. That is Luckins' mother's farm. I know Oliver's mother. She is a terror means a cruel lady. Bill said, I took a trunk out there for her once. She always took my skin off because I did not treat it like a box of eggs. Because Bill is saying one incident to show that how cruel the lady is, Bill's mother is. That means when he was asked to take the trunk, she became very angry too because Bill has not taken it so softly. Understood? She is about 9 feet tall and 4 feet thick and quick as a cat. Very sharp, very fast in her attitude. And sure can talk. At the same time, talking also, she is good in talking also. I will bet Oliver heard that somebody is chasing him. He has gone on there to hide behind his mother's skirt. So the actor is saying now that he had got the news that somebody had come over there to catch hold of him. That is why he had left to his mother's farm. Well, we will try that, okay, no problem. We will go and find him. But you could better let me do it, boy. You may be great at literature and law, but you haven't had a real training in swearing, taking that fellow out. That means you are a lawyer, so you are good in literature and other work, but you don't know how to take the criminal, isn't it? That you, so that I will go and catch him. We drove into a poor farmyard. We had faced by an enormous and cheerful old woman. So they came to the farm and they had met whose mother? Oliver's mother, who was so huge and cheerful. My guide bravely went up to her and said, remember me? I am Bill Mumpson, the carter and hackman. I want to find your son, Oliver. He went to her and said, first he had said that who he was, and then he said he had come over here to find your son Oliver. I don't know anything about Oliver and I don't want to, she shouted. So she became very angry. And what did she say? I did not want to know anything about Oliver and I don't know where he is. Now look here, we have just about enough nonsense. This young man represents the court in the city and we have a legal right to research all properties for this Oliver Lucky. So, what did the hack driver say? That this particular person had come from the city and he is a lawyer and he had come in search of your son Oliver. Bill made me sound very important and the woman was impressed. She retired into the kitchen and we followed. After hearing that, she went inside the kitchen and they also went after her. She seized an iron from an old-fashioned stove and marched on her shouting, you search all you want to, if you don't mind getting burned first. Shouted and laughed at our frightened regret. So with that iron she said, okay, you go and search for him anywhere. And she started laughing. So her appearance with that iron thing made them fear. Let us get out of here, she will murder us, Bill whispered. So what did Bill say? Okay, now we will go out from her because otherwise she will kill us. Outside he said, did you see her smile? She was laughing at us. That means saying that the woman was very angry when they had gone there and she was ready to kill them. I agreed that it is pretty disrespectful treatment. So he thought it is not a good attitude of that woman. When everybody is going there asking for his son, what she is doing? She is coming out with an iron and threatening them that I will kill you. Isn't it? So that he said it is not a respectful manner. We did, however, search the house. They went inside the house and searched for him. Since it was only one story high, Bill went around it, peering in onto the window. We examined the barn and stable. We were reasonably certain the Luckings was not there. So they went to the barn and to the stables where the horses are being kept. Everywhere they went, but they were sure that who was not there? Oliver was not there. It was nearly time for me to catch the afternoon train and Bill drove me to the station. So that day's search of Oliver was over because the time for his train back to his village, it will be getting and so he has to go back to the station. And who dropped him also? The hack driver dropped him there. On the way to the city, I worried very little about over my failure to find a kid. So again, this time also he had lost. For what he had come, he was not able to find Oliver. I was too busy thinking about Bill Munson. Really considered returning to Milan to practice law. If I had found Bill so deep and richly human, might I not go to love Fritz and Kurzweil and 100 other slow-spoken, simple-wise neighbors? I pictured an honest and happy life beyond the strict limits of universities and law firms. I was excited. I had found a treasure. I had discovered a new way of life. So from this experience, he thought he had found a new way of living. But if I did not think much about the king's office did, then he thought if he is not worried about the lookings, who will be worried? The officers will be worried. Again, he had to go in search of Oliver. I found them all upset. Next morning, the case was coming up in the court, and they had to have Luckins. So, because the next day is the court day, and the case has to be put on the court, and who has to be brought also, Luckins also has to be brought. Now, he had failed in bringing Oliver. I was a shameful, useless fool. So, he himself thought he is of no use. He himself was a fool. The morning my promising legal career almost came to end before it had begun. The chief almost murdered me. He hinted that I might do well at digging ditches. I was ordered back to New Milan, to go back to New Milan, and with me went a man who had worked with the Luckins, and sent along with him another person who had been working with the Luckins. I was rather sorry because it would prevent my loading all over again with the bill. So again he thought, again going to Milan, he has to go in that hack driver again, he has to find the same driver, and with his help he has to go in search of whom? Oliver. When the train arrived at New Milan, Bill was at the station platform near his cart. Strangely enough, the old tigress Luckins' mother was there talking and laughing with Bill, not quarreling at all. From the train step, I pointed Bill out to my companion and said, "There is a little fellow, a real man. I spent the day with him." So, he told that companion who had been sent to New Milan, that this is the hack driver who had helped me to go in search of Oliver. He helped me hunt for Oliver Luckins. Yes, he helped me a lot. He must have. He is looking himself. So what did the companion say? It is he. He himself is who? Oliver Luckins. What really hurt me was that when I served the summon, Luckins and his mother laughed at me as though I were a bright boy of sun. They were making fun of me because with that same person, with that Oliver Luckins as a hack driver who had gone in search of Oliver, the lawyer had gone throughout the whole village in search of whom? Oliver, when Oliver was there with him as the hack driver. Understood? With loving kindness, they begged me to go with them to the neighbor's house for a cup of coffee. I told them about you and they are anxious to look at you, said Luckins sorrowfully. They are about the only folks in the town that missed seeing you yesterday. That means the whole village was now laughing at whom? At the lawyer. Why? Because he was not able to find out Oliver Luckins, isn't it? Simply just coming and going, can we get the person? No, we should have an identity of that person, or we should know clearly about that person. Then only we can find that person, isn't it? Because Oliver himself had come as a hack driver, and this lawyer had thought that he is a friendly person who is ready to help him, who had come in search of Oliver. And all the places where Oliver used to go, he had taken him and he had put him outside. He went inside. Why did he put him outside and he went inside? To make sure that others also will not say this is whom? This is Oliver, isn't it? So now I thought you have understood the lesson. the question answers will be sent to you and you can write the notes based on that. Okay, thank you.